Welcome to Last Movie Us. In this video we're going to mention some of the top lesser-known action films that everyone who enjoys action movies should watch. The list will include a few recent old and underrated action movies, while already well-known action films won't be included. Also, we have already covered the new action films of 2022 in one of our earlier action movie videos. And do leave a comment how many films you have seen from this list or intend to see. Now let's begin the video. Number 5, Rambo, Last Blood. I imagine that every fan of action films has probably seen some of the films in this franchise. If not, don't worry, you can still enjoy this one. It is the fifth entry in the Rambo franchise and a follow-up to the 2008 film. The story follows former military soldier, John Rambo, as he makes new friends and forms a unique family with Maria and her young granddaughter Gabriella while trying to find peace in managing horses on a farm in Arizona. The action begins when a ruthless criminal organization abducts Gabriella, leading Rambo to venture on a violent mission to retrieve her and kill those involved. Even if you haven't seen any of the other Rambo movies, you can still watch this one for the action. After that, you might revisit earlier films and connect the dots as you see them. In conclusion, Sylvester Stallone is the biggest and only reason to watch this film. I've been a fan of his work ever since I saw the first Rambo movie. And you should also check out his action-packed Expendables film series. It's insane. Number 4, Gangster Squad. It is an action crime thriller film, directed by Ruben Fleischer. The plot is set in 1949 and revolves around merciless gangster Mickey Cohen, who rules Los Angeles with a firm grip and gains wealth through a variety of illegal activities. In the meantime, Cohen plans to grow his criminal operation and has a legion of professional gunmen at his command, as well as politicians and police officers on his side, making him more dominant and highly dangerous enough to terrify even the fiercest policeman. That is until two Los Angeles Police Department officers, John O'Mara and Jerry Wooters, decide to form a private team to expose Cohen, bring him to prison and restore peace and order to the city. The story starts out weak but evolves and becomes surprisingly entertaining. Thanks to the outstanding cast and their performances. For those who like action movies, the movie is a ton of fun. Overall, if we consider the action first and the storyline second, it is a really enjoyable and satisfying thriller, packed with some fantastic action sequences that is well worth seeing. Number 3. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. It is an action horror film, directed by Tim Urbanitoff. The story follows Abraham Lincoln, whose mother died due to a vampire attack when he was still a young boy. From then on, he pledges justice but fails, almost surviving with his life. Fortunately, Henry, a brilliant vampire slayer, saves Abraham and teaches him how to hunt and kill vampires. Eventually learning and adapting, Abraham keeps up the war against the vampires throughout his life. And at last, as president, he takes a final battle against the supreme vampire enemy, when he learns that vampires are plotting to take over the country. The two best things about this movie are its stylish action set pieces, the way it was shot, which is truly breathtaking, and the supernatural elements which make the movie a bit more interesting. The two negatives are that there is an uneven balance between the horror, action, and historical elements, as the film focuses more on action, which is both good and bad. Overall, it is a unique action film experience that you won't regret watching. So try this one while keeping only action in mind and you will enjoy it. Number 2, Alita, Battle Angel. It is a cyberpunk action film based on the manga series Gun, by Yukito Kishiro. The film takes place in the very far future and tells the story of a deserted android named Alita, who is recovered in a junkyard by Ito, a kind scientist who brings her to his facility where he is able to fix and restore her. Unfortunately, she seems to have no knowledge of her identity or way back home, and it is this mystery that keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. Meanwhile, Ito tries to shield Alita from her secret origins as she adjusts to her new life. But when the capital's lethal and treacherous authorities target Alita, Idaho is forced to reveal her true identity and mission. The stunning CGI, the story, or the beyond the imagination world setting, everything about this film is fantastic. You'll be captivated by the story from the very first moment, and its epic action scenes are like icing on the cake. And also that there is a possibility that we might hear about Part 2 development soon. Number 1, The Raid 2. It is an action thriller film, directed by Gareth Evans. If you've seen The Raid 1, you've undoubtedly grown to love these two films. To put it simply, the two films contain some of the best hand-to-hand fight scenes you will see in any action film. The story takes place after the first film's deadly battle with fearsome criminals, where Rama survives, and believes he can return to his ordinary routine. However, when his family is in danger, he is left with no alternative. but to infiltrate the Jakarta underworld with the aim of taking down the organization and exposing the corruption within his law enforcement agency. To succeed in his task, he must persuade Yuko, the son of a well-known gang boss, to join the cartel and put a stop to the entire corrupt system. The story is dark and jam-packed with martial arts fight scenes, and at times the fights feel so realistic, making this film wilder than the usual action film. The film offers a strong plot in addition to action, which is a rare combination for a pure action movie. Well, this is it. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions. See you.